Most villages are born from necessity. These? They were forged in defiance. A ghost town that still hums. A stone maze meant to vanish. A fortress that never surrendered. And a lakeside secret that watches in silence. This isn't the Italy you've seen. This is LuxeUncharted. And these are the villages that refuse to die. Craco, the town that chose silence. There's a village that time didn't forget. It just couldn't hold on. It didn't fall. It faded. On purpose. Craco is not a ruin. It's a scar. It was once filled with weddings, festivals, and smoke from family kitchens. Then the earth cracked. Not once, but again and again. People left quietly, their shadows lingering longer than they did. The last man to leave locked his door behind him. His house collapsed 3 weeks later. Now ivy has taken the altar. Wind hums through stairwells. The windows blink empty. But nothing about this place feels abandoned. Access is restricted. You'll need a local guide, someone who knows which walls breathe. Near the cliff's edge, there's a bench carved into stone. No plaque, no railing. Just one last seat for a town that no longer speaks. A red curtain flutters in a top-floor window, still pinned to its rusted rod. Locals say at dusk, the church bell rings once, even though the ropes were cut in '78. Craco didn't collapse. It went quiet, so the land wouldn't have the last word. Alberobello, the village, that outsmarted power. But Craco isn't the only place built on silence. In Puglia, silence became strategy. Some stories were built without permission. Alberobello isn't quirky. It's cunning. These trulli weren't made to be pretty. They were made to disappear. No cement, no permanence. Just white stones stacked in defiance of the taxman. When royal inspectors came, the villagers collapsed their homes like dominoes, then rebuilt them that night. It's easy to smile at the rooftops, but look closer. They curve like armor. They lean toward each other, like conspirators whispering in stone. Skip the selfie spots. The real stories are in Aya Piccola, where grandmothers still light fires in conical kitchens. One trullo still has a blood-stained prayer etched on its chimney. No one touches it, not even during restoration. A girl hangs linen between two rooftops, each cloth marked with a family symbol, older than the Italian flag. It's said one roof hides a hidden stairwell that leads nowhere, built to confuse the devil himself. A former mayor once claimed the village was built on a buried spiral altar, an energy vortex that protected it from misfortune. Alberobello didn't evolve, it tricked time and kept smiling. Castel Sardo, the fortress that remembers. But what if defiance wasn't enough? What if a village needed to remember? By never forgetting how to fight. You can still hear the cannon fire if you listen between the church bells. Castel Sardo wasn't built for beauty, it was built for siege. Pirates came from the north, kings came from the south. But the town, stone by stone, never flinched. Its walls are uneven because they were rebuilt overnight by candlelight and barefoot masons. Locals still walk those same paths. They don't call them historic streets, they call them shortcuts. Climb the fisherman's path from below. The fortress appears like a hallucination. Red stone on silver sea. A sealed turret at the northern wall has been locked for over 150 years. Locals say it only opens during war. A grandmother lowers a rope basket from her window. Bread inside, warm, wrapped in cloth, stitched before the war. Ask around and someone will tell you. A boy once vanished inside the fortress walls. and came out speaking perfect Catalan. Old maps show a hidden tunnel leading under the sea, now collapsed, once used to smuggle villagers out during invasion. In Castelsardo, even the shadows know how to fight. Torno, the village that waits in silence. And some villagers don't fight or flee, they simply wait. Like a secret too proud to beg for attention. Most people see Lake Como and think wealth. Torno thinks survival. No billboards, no limos, no paparazzi, just pine-covered cliffs, and a bell tower that rings late, like it's waiting for permission. Torno never wanted attention, which is exactly why it still feels real. Here, the church doors groan. The alley stones are smooth from barefoot prayers. Even the fishermen row slower, as if disturbing the lake would wake something ancient. Arrive at dawn, sit by the marina wall, let the silence do the talking. There's a well beneath San Giovanni, supposedly Roman. When it rains, the water sings. A single fisherman drags his oar against the glassy lake. The ripples don't reach the shore. They say, if you whisper a secret into the lake at midnight, it won't echo. Unless it's true. Local rumor has it, one noble family built an underground chapel in Torno, visible only when the lake is at its lowest ebb. Torno doesn't try to impress you. It invites you to sit still and remember what peace sounds like. Some villages crumble from time, others resist. They don't market themselves, they don't trend, and they don't care if you visit, which is exactly why you should. Craco, Alberobello, Castelsardo, Torno. These aren't attractions, they're reminders that the strongest places don't just survive, they choose how they're remembered. Maybe you won't find them in glossy magazines, maybe they don't sparkle on Instagram, but they endure and they wait. Find the places that don't care who you are, only that you looked long enough to see them. Subscribe to LuxeUncharted, because the best secrets don't shout, they whisper, and the ones worth chasing don't come back twice.